Hello everyone, welcome back to the Reese's Writing YouTube channel. Today we've got the book haul for, I don't know if I've really done one since New Year, so these are pretty much all the books I've sort of hauled from February onwards, something like that. I haven't really been hauling much books. I haven't spent much time looking at books. I've wanted to read the books I have, and I really need to still. But I've got some books. I kind of got inspired by Outlaw Booksellers' video of Christopher Priest, and I just finished The Dream of Wessex, which I'll go into in probably the recap for March. But I love his work, so I've kind of bought quite a few of them. But anyway, we'll get on to those. So the first one that I got is James Morrow, The Wine of Violence. I read recently The Continent of Lies, which I enjoyed. I think his ideas and worlds were quite interesting. They were a bit more different. They aren't I don't know, he sort of focuses a little bit on different things slightly than other science fiction writers. I don't know, it just feels a little different. I've got Only Begotten Daughter. Only Begotten Daughter as well, which I need to get to, but I saw this and thought I would give this a try. This is about someone being stuck on a planet after their ship crashed, and it's a galaxy, like a utopia type thing, with some aliens and whatnot. Sounds a bit sort of philosophical, like things of utopia, and are things actually as good as you think they are. I'm looking forward to giving it a try. I enjoyed James Morrow when I read him previously, and it's got a pretty cool cover as well with the skull. Skulls are always good. Everyone loves a good skull. And then I've got a Philip K. Dick, which I haven't read much of his stuff recently, and I really need to get back into him, because I enjoyed his writing and his style, and he's got some really amazing ideas, and they're out there and unique to Philip K. Dick. They're very, you can feel that this is a dick. Okay, but this is Flow My Tears, the Policeman Said, sort of a government state type thing about being a TV star who's a idol, and he's now got rid of all his popularity or something, and now it's a government run state, and he's trying to sort of get back into social status, I guess. Sounds a bit more sort of crimey, but I presume this has got Philip K. Dick's crazy style and crazy ideas of government run and surveillance states, that sort of thing. So that is Philip K. Dick, and then we're on to the Christopher Priest. So the first one is Inverted World by Christopher Priest. This is his main science fiction, very science fiction-y-esque book, probably the most science fiction-y out of the ones that I can think of. I think this is his most famous one that people recognize his name from, other than the Prestige. So this is about a world. The city that he goes to on this planet, this new planet, is constantly moving. It's constantly going around the planet. So quite a cool idea, reminiscent of what I read Alistair Reynolds in the Absolution Gap. Probably Alistair Reynolds took this from Christopher Priest's work, but a very battered version of it, but I'm looking forward to getting onto it. And I've heard a lot of good things about Inverted World, and I love Christopher Priest's writing, so that is going up on the TV at some point. And then we have can't read the writing. Indoctrinaire. I think that's what it is. It's about a advanced sort of mind altering drug where he's transported to the jungles of Brazil in the 22nd century. Sounds very like Dream of Essex going to the 22nd century, what would happen, the problems that occurred, and I'm sure it will have the mind-bending craziness that Christopher Priest stuff has. Is this real? Is this not? Ambiguity, all that good stuff that I'm looking forward to getting onto. And then I've got The Affirmation by Christopher Priest again, about someone who's been tormented by bereavement, and he tries to write an autobiography but finds himself writing a story of another man, an imagined world, who you get sort of sucked into that world and the person. It sounds very interesting, actually. Much more sort of one similar to The Glamour, where it's sort of set in the real world but has these sort of weird things going on, lurking in the belly of the beast. And then finally, I think that's the book haul. I have number 3 in Janny Waltz's epic fantasy, The Wars of Light and Shadow, Warhorse of Vastmark. I'm halfway through Ships of Merior, and I'll be getting onto it in April. So yes, that is the final book on this book haul. Let me know if you read any of these, what you thought of them. I'm looking forward to getting into more Christopher Priest because I love his stuff, and also the others, James Morrow, and more Philip K. Dick, because I don't have much Philip K. Dick, to be honest. I've listened to quite a few of his stuff on audiobooks. I would like to read more of his stuff, and I need to get onto it more. So yeah, that is the book haul. Let me know what you thought. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.